We are learning about a unique creature that roamed the earth millions of years ago. It was recently discovered by Idaho State University Biological Sciences doctoral student Xavier Jenkins. KIDK Eyewitness News 3 reporter Chelsea Breyer shows us the history behind this remarkable find.
Over 220 million years ago, burrowed deep in the ground of what is now Arizona's Petrified Forest National Park, lived the Skyblonyx scapter. The Skyblonyx predates most dinosaurs. Jenkins says the Skyblonyx had claws on its second finger and one on the end of its tail.
It's one of the oldest burrowers known in North America. So me and my co-authors were able to demonstrate that this thing was digging, digging holes, kind of just like a mole or a groundhog today.
The unique Skyblonyx scapter belongs to a group of reptiles that lived during the Triassic period.
All of its relatives are known from trees. They have a really lanky, long limbs. They kind of look like a chameleon in that sense, long limbs for climbing. And this is the opposite. This thing has short, wide limbs for digging.
When most people think of dinosaurs, they think of the T-Rex or the Velociraptor, reptiles that traveled on two legs. We picture meat eaters and leaf eaters.
This thing, Skywalonyx, was probably 10 inches max and was burrowing and digging holes, probably eating bugs and stuff underground. And that's not necessarily surprising in that tons of things do that today, but it's never been demonstrated really in the past, especially in a reptile.
Skyblonyx was discovered at the Thunderstorm Ridge archaeology site.
3 months of nonstop digging at the same place, and eventually we found this specific species. And there's a lot more there too that are waiting to be published by the other interns there and the other scientists there.
The name Skyblonyx translates to dung claw digger in ancient Greek. Jenkins says they chose that name because Thunderstorm Ridge is filled with fossilized dinosaur excrement and because of the reptile's burrowing claw. He tells us the site was like a pond and hundreds of animals could have died there.
All of the biodiversity is going to be in small things, but generally paleontology has ignored that because it's a lot easier to find the big things. And finding a site with all these small bones is really promising.
The student says publishing his discovery is a source of pride.
Now that I've published one my first semester, I think the standards have been raised for the rest of my PhD. If I don't get one a year, I'll probably be sad.
Jenkins says he is headed to Zambia to dig in places that are even older than the Petrified Forest next. I'm Chelsea Breyer reporting.